Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look on how to create your own bots in Telegram using Python. So first off, go to python.org, create an account, sign in, download it, whatever you need to do. And then whether you're on mobile phone, on tablet, on whatever you're using, I'm using the desktop version for Windows. You'll see a search bar, just go there, type botfather, which is a bot owned by Telegram, which is this one. Just start talking with him. It'll give you a list of commands that you can give him, and just say or press this button that says new bot. Now give it a name. I'm just gonna go with a very simple one. Just name it hi. So this is the name that's gonna go up here. You can name it whatever you want, and then the name that we're gonna give it now is the name that's gonna appear down here. This is the name that people are gonna look for your bot later, so it cannot be the same as any other bot that already exists in Telegram, and it has to end with bot. It's just two rules. So we can name it this and then bot, and then it will give you some information, but the most important one is this one, which is your bot token. So copy it, it's very important, and now we're going to be using it. So if you go to your browser and then you copy this link, which you have in the description, and just replace this token with your actual token that you copied from your bot and hit enter, it'll take you to a page on the Telegram server. You can see here that your bot is working. If not, it will give an error message, but it says okay, it's true, it's working. Alright, now let's get into the code area of the video. This is code that I've made with some help of my friends. You have it in the video description if you want to download it and use it yourself on my GitHub. And if you do want to use it, there's a few things that you gotta change so that it applies for your bot. The most important one here is where it says token. Just replace it and paste your bot's token, and do not erase the quotations. They're very important, if not you'll get an error. Don't erase those, just paste it in. You can also change the bot name if you want to, although this will not make any difference, but if you want to, there you go. Now let me just explain this code very quickly. I'm not going to go over it a lot. So here we'll just check for updates mainly and see if the bot has gotten any new messages. The rest of the code here, this area, is basically just to check what message you got, because when using Telegram, you can send audios, you can send GIFs, you can send pictures, you can send like normal messages with text and numbers, you can send stickers, emojis. This code right here basically says unless it's a text with numbers and like text, it will not read it and it will do nothing with it. So emojis are gone, stickers are gone, videos, GIFs, everything is gone except for actual messages, and inside of the messages, if you have emojis on the message, it will not read them. Just the text and just the numbers. The next part here, it's an if, it's a basic if. If you say hi, it will just answer with morning and your name. And if you send anything else that's not hi, it will just say how are you doing and your name. This is very simple. This is just a little example. You can change it up for whatever you want to. You can add as many elif as you want. You can just say hey, how are you doing? Give me the weather, and then you can just write a code for it. Else we'll just, hey, I don't understand you. Try using this if you want to. You can go nuts with it, and I really do encourage you to do so. If you do make any other code out of this, please do leave a comment on the description or link it to a GitHub or something, because I would love to see your code. I think the rest of the community would love to see your code. And since there's very little documentation and actual code for the bots, it would be great if you could expand that and leave your comment, leave your GitHub, whatever. So if we actually go ahead and run the code, it will say hi, now launching, and it will not say anything. But if we go back to Telegram, we take the name that we've given our bot here. You can search your bot on the search bar, like we did botfather. You can actually search any bot. We can just click here on hi, and you can start talking with them. And it'll say, hi, how are you doing, Alejandro? This is a little code that I've also written on the previous code you saw. This is how it'll start when you start the bot. But now we can write, hello. And it will just say, how are you doing, Alejandro? Which is the thing that we had here. which is this, the else that we had. Since it's not a hi, anything else that we type, it will answer that. Let's see if we give it a hi. It is sensitive to uppercase and lowercase letters, so just keep that in mind. And it'll say morning, Alejandro. Okay, so we see that the code works. You can see here that the messages are coming in. It'll make a log of the messages, of the ID, the person that sent them, and all of this. You can see it here. If it's in a group, it will also say the group and the ID and everything. All right, and that's pretty much it. Also, if you want to run Telegram bots on a sort of server, you can either run it on your laptop, on your desktop, or whatever, on your actual computer using PyCharm or whatever you want to use. Or you can get a Linux machine. I would recommend a Raspberry Pi since they're very inexpensive and consume very little electricity, but you can get a Linux and just run the code there. It is very stable, it is very easy, cheap, and I mean, Linux is completely free. So if you want to run this code on a server of sorts, just give Linux and give Raspberry Pi a try. You can check all of the code, all of the things that I've used down in the description. And thank you very much for watching. See ya.